Yeah, I mean, yeah, the first two picks, no. The third one, yes. But like I said, I gotta find a way to, turn those plays into incompletions or checkdowns or something to give us a chance. And I think that's kind of the main takeaway without watching it and all that.
How tough is it when you, against this kind of defense specifically, when you fall behind early, have the call back in, given what they have? I mean, what's the challenge like of trying to come back on the team when you face like this one and you go fall behind early?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they're a good defense. Anytime you get behind with any team, it's going to be tough. Everybody's got edge rushers, and they can just peel their ears back and really rush the passer, kind of eliminate the threat of a run a little bit. Once you get down like that, everybody in the stadium kind of knows you have to throw. So definitely makes it tougher, but I think my main thought there would just be I got like I said, I'm going to say it probably 100 times, I got to find a way to make those three picks just turn into incompletions or throwaways or checkdowns or something other than turnovers.
Those that sequence, second and 1, third and 1, fourth and 1, it was 21-0. You guys had a shot to get back in it. Seemed to be a key sequence right there.
Yeah. I think in general, when I didn't turn the ball over, we moved the ball for the most part. I don't know how many punts we had, but it didn't feel like a lot. But yeah, I think just right off the bat, the two main takeaways would be got to finish in the red zone and can't turn the ball over like I did. So, fortunately, when you lose, it only counts as one. It's unfortunate when you win that it only counts as one. So, I'm going to try and have the best week I possibly can. I don't know what the playoff and all that is. I've been kind of ignoring that in general, but I'm just really try and find a way to improve throughout this week and learn from this and show that, there's a lot of quarterbacks that have had bad games. I obviously had a bad game, and so now it's a little bit of how do you respond. And so that's kind of where I'm at, and that's where we're at as a team.
What was different than you saw from the Steelers today as opposed to your first start?
I mean, I didn't play very well in the first time I played them either. So it wasn't a whole lot different. They do a good job of disguising stuff, and I think they kind of know if they can just get you to hesitate for a second, they feel good about their pass rush, and you can kind of Rolodex calls a little bit more when you're up with that kind of lead. But like I said, I felt like when we didn't turn the ball over, we were moving the ball well and then just couldn't finish in the red zone. And so, credit to them. That's good defense.
Jake, you pride yourself a lot on bouncing back in the middle of the game. Did that thought go through your mind, like, hey, okay, that's an interception, I'm going to bounce back and collect myself? How hard was that to do for you today?
Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna have a bad play and just be like, all right, well, this game's over. I think a lot of my story and what I've gone through has been bounce back. I think the last two games, I've had a pick and then ripped off a bunch of touchdown drives, and unfortunately, just for whatever reason, we just couldn't get it done today. And I think for me, it's try and learn as much as I can from the tape, and have some things I want to focus on to get better at. But the initial thing I think would be turnovers and not finishing in the red zone.
The first pick, did you think that was? Did you think somebody was there?
No, I was trying to throw it out of the back of the end zone, and I don't know. I thought I did throw it away, and then the whole crowd went crazy, and I didn't even know it was picked. So stupid.
Seems you're pushing the ball down the field all game. Do you see an opportunity to be aggressive today that just maybe didn't pan out with the interceptions?
I mean, I think the first two were just dumb decisions. And then the third one was obviously a dumb decision too. But the third one, there's a little bit more of you're trying to, get something going, and you kind of got to get more aggressive. But I think the first two, like the first one, we have a great drive. We stall out in the red zone. Just throw it out of bounds, take the 3 points, and keep it pushing. And I'll just keep going back to I got to find a way to make those 3 throws incompletions, because I think that really, who knows how that affects the outcome of the game, but it's definitely not as bad as today was. So I think that's kind of, where my focus is going to be.
So you said you've been ignoring kind of the playoff outlook or the picture. Why is that the case?
I mean, I think it's not like this is like my 200th start. Like each one of these is very important to me, and so I've been just really focused on trying to get ready for each game. I knew that this was not going to be some situation where we roll in here where we've kind of been playing well. They've had some losses. I knew that didn't matter. Like I go back to before I was even on the team. They had one loss, and I think the Bengals had one win, and then at home and Monday night, and the Bengals beat them. And so you know that this is just going to be a very physical game, and it's going to go back and forth, and the records do not matter, and the momentum doesn't matter. And I think, I didn't feel like it was something where they snuck up on us or anything like that. They kicked our ass, and I made some dumb decisions with the ball in my hand, and I need to do better.
On the topic of a small sample size as a starting quarterback, last time you lost to the Steelers, you come back to a big win against the Jaguars. What did you do in the immediate hours or day after the game when you went on the record with this final?
Nothing crazy. I think just, I want to be in the situation where I feel like this after a loss. Like I want to be the guy in the arena. I want to be the guy playing. And so just remembering that. And then also knowing that there's going to be positive takeaways from every film. Obviously, there's not as many when you throw 3 picks. And I'm not trying to make, put a positive spin on how I played. But there's going to be takeaways for both on both sides of it, good and bad, and taking those and applying it to practice and trying to continue to get better every week.
Jake, can you break down from your vantage point the 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, and the 4th and 1, and what you saw? I know you guys tried to run the ball first, and you were able to get a yard. So can you just tell us what you saw there?
On the run play, I don't know. That's that'd be a question for Joe Mixon or whatever. I kind of have, when they call a run, I have my operation, hand it off, and try and carry out a fake. And then the last one, they bring pressure, we check to a protection, and I just got to be able to get more on the throw and get it in the back end zone. Had to throw it really early because they brought 0, and that was kind of my only throw. But I need to get that in the back pylon, and probably get it up earlier too. So, as far as all the details of the sequence, I don't know. It's kind of hard to recollect.
Did Zach tell you during the timeout you were going to throw it on 4th and inches, or was that a headset call once you guys got out there and saw what they were in and swapped personnel?
I don't know what all goes into that, nor do I really specifically remember what all happened. I'm just going to run what's called, and I wish I would have operated better and given T a better chance in the back of the end zone. And that's kind of my role in all of that. And outside of that, I'm not really sure.
What's your level of confidence that?
One more time.
What's your level of confidence that you can lead this team into the playoffs, given what this loss did to the percentages of that happening?
I think we just got to really focus on Kansas City, and learn from this game. Focus on Kansas City. Have a good week of practice, and I think you just keep battling, one day at a time, one rep at a time. Just trying to, especially for me, like trying to get better, and then wherever we end up, we end up. But for me, it's really focused on trying to get some takeaways from this game that can help me improve for the Kansas City game, and the whole process of that doesn't really change whether you win or lose. But obviously, it's a worse feeling when you lose and play bad.
Seems like you guys tried to throw a lot of screens early. Was Pittsburgh doing something that kind of kept those from hitting the ground running?
I think you just got to play that game back and forth with. Obviously, got really good edge rushers, and so anytime you have that, you want to call some screens. And screens have been great for us the last couple weeks, and so and outside of that, I'm not really sure. It's kind of coaches call the play when I run the play.